How's it going, everyone? I'm Chris Limitless and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to make some resin bookmarks and I've got some set up ready to go. I just have some regular sprinkles for ice cream in these. I've got some gears in these ones. Just some little metal rings that I found. Then I've got some sprinkles and sparkles and things that we can mix up later and just pour in this last one. So let's get started. It's a two-part resin. You just mixed 1-to-1 ratio, however much you want to mix. I don't usually weigh it, I just eyeball it just to get as close as I can. And we're just going to do a little bit of this one and a little bit of this one. Mix A and B together. You want to make sure you got some gloves on. Work in a well ventilated area. Once you get it all measured out, get your popsicle stick and you want to start mixing. Definitely want to mix it up really good. I mix it for a while just to make sure it gets mixed, and it'll turn out a lot better if it's all the way mixed. Bad part about it is it's always got lots of bubbles, so hopefully you have a heat gun. Heat gun will get most of the bubbles out, and sometimes just sitting there will let bubbles arise at the top and come out themselves. But you see all the bubbles in there. Once we pour it, we'll get the heat gun on there and it'll get rid of all the bubbles. We want to definitely make sure we get all the different stuff off the sides and the bottoms. Mix it up really good. Sometimes you can let it set for a few minutes before you pour it and get some of the bubbles out, but these are pretty thin molds, so they shouldn't be too bad with the heat gun. It's not looking too bad. Just stir it up a little bit more and then we'll start pouring. So these are bookmark molds. They're not very deep, they're pretty shallow. So you don't want to over pour them or they won't fit in your book very well. But wipe the stick off, sit on the side, then we'll start pouring. Make sure we get it all over it. It'll settle a lot by itself, but you definitely want to help it a little bit. Make sure you get it all over the ring part. When it comes to resin, you can do all kinds of stuff with it. You can add colors or inks to it and all kinds of different stuff. It definitely gets everywhere, so you have to be careful. You can use the stick to go over it, push some of it down, get some of the bubbles out. Make sure it's all covered in all the areas. You can see there's some right there I missed. Get in every corner along the sides. Definitely want to get it covered, that way it all sticks together and it looks nice. If you get too much in there, you can just wipe it off. But you You definitely want to move it around a little bit to get all the air bubbles out. Fill in all the spaces it hasn't gone into. This one might have a little too much in it. Scrape a little bit off the top. That one's good, that one's good. This one, not too bad. Oops. Keep tapping. Make sure it gets all filled up in there. Might need a little bit more in that spot. Once we have all those filled up, we're going to actually add some of these right in there and mix them together. Pull this one up a little bit so we can see a little better. There's that one. Now we're just going to take a little bit of these sprinkles here and put on there. A little splash here and a splash there just to add some flavor. Now we're going to want to put the heat gun on them and get all the air bubbles out. Let's get it nice and hot. Let's see what happens. All right, that'll do it. We'll let them sit and we'll come back. All right, well, it's the next day and they're almost all the way set. You can see the still a little flimsy. Should be okay to take them out though. It's turned out really well. We got some tassels. We can put some tassels in there. Put it in the hole that comes in the mold. And there you go. You got a nice little bookmark you can give somebody. We'll get them all cleaned up and show you when we're done. Here's the finished product. Just had to clean them up a little bit and then put the tassels on. And now they're ready to give away or whatever you want to do with them. That's it for today. We'll do some more videos later. I'll see you next time.